Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land tonight? Hope this finds you well. Lord have mercy. Here we are, the 12th day of November. Tomorrow is the 13th. It's Friday the 13th. Just when you thought it couldn't get no worse.
Who's responsible for that?
We're having a Friday the 13th in the middle of all the mayhem. Man, oh man, oh man. I'll tell you what. We got some people out there in the chat room right now. Mark Lindsay's out there. Frankie CNC's out there. Simply Wooden Creations, that's Russ. Glad to have him out there. We got Harneal Media out there. That's Steve. Glad to have him out there. And my cohort in crime over here, Lord have mercy. He comes dragging in here at like 5 seconds to hit the button. You can't make this stuff up. He didn't want me to go on by myself because he knows leaving me unsupervised is a bad thing to do. You know,
in all fairness, I gave Brenda a heads up. I might be 10 minutes late, and I begged her to behave and not tear me apart. And she's like, nope, can't promise that.
I told him what I was going to tell y'all if he wasn't here on time. He didn't want me to do that. No, so he had to be here in time to stop me.
I did not want that to happen. So I kicked butt at a faster pace, and I made it here on time.
I know how to light a fire under him. I'll tell you what, I can get him in here. When nobody else could do it, I can do it. AJ's in the house. We say hey to AJ. Good to have you out there this evening. Hope everything's going well for everybody and you're making it through this fall weather. We cooled off here in Indiana. Have you cooled off over there yet?
Well, does 46 degrees count as cold?
That's cooling off, yeah.
Okay.
Because we were up in the 70s for several days, and now it's cooled off. We was in the 30s last night. It wasn't cold enough to freeze the dog water yet, but it's getting there. And, it's time to start battening down the hatches and pulling the shutters in.
Yeah, do all the winter things.
Yep. I'm probably, I think I'm lined up right now to have Tony over here on Saturday to help me finish everything up that needs to be done, that, stuff I can't do, climbing ladders and all that kind of stuff. So I think Saturday's going to be the day to try to put the ribbon on it and call it quits for the season of latching things down here.
Gotcha.
Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, it's been a rough year all the way around. I mean, not just with every silly thing going on in the world, but just, I got sick and then trying to catch everything up, and then the van and in the garage.
You were sick.
Oh man, I tell you what. Yeah, I had that psoriasis attack that darn near killed me.
What attack?
That psoriasis.
Oh, that's not good.
And I was sick for about 9 weeks with that. It was all I could do some nights to get in here and do the show. But, it is what it is. The show must go on.
The show must go on. I don't have my phone, so if someone gives a super chat, I'm not going to be able to turn the lights on.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Well,
he came unprepared.
I can run downstairs and get it, but I'm moving forward with the show now. Hi, everyone out there in the chat room.
Muttnuts World is in the house. Good to have you, Michelle. Glad you're with us. She said she doesn't chat much in the chat. She just had her heart ripped out. Oh, well, see, she went through a breakup.
Oh,
Lord, listen, honey. Take it from somebody who's been there and done that. He don't know what he had. He don't deserve you. You can do better.
So you know what I tell my 16-year-old son? That's why they call them crushes, because it crushes you. I don't know.
No, just pick yourself up. They're like buses. Another one will come along.
That's right.
In just a few minutes.
Another fish in the sea.
Yep. He didn't deserve you. Just write him off.
Crystal McGuire's here. Hi, Crystal.
Crystal is in the house. I hope everything's going good for you, Crystal. I hope you're getting everything straightened up there after your fire and getting everything organized. We're going to be doing a giveaway tonight, but something that I would have told Matt if he had gotten in here early enough to hear it, and so he wouldn't be, sideswiped. But since, he pulled what he pulled, he's going to learn it with everybody else. But we determined here a while back that December the 3rd would be our 100th show. And so I said I wanted to do something special for the 100th show. So what we're going to do is a giveaway, but it's going to be a little different giveaway for the 100th show. And you have to pre-register, I guess, to get in on the giveaway. I will be turning loose a video on that later tonight on how to enter. But for those of you that's in the chat right now, I'll explain this to you. All you have to do to get in on it is to send me an email. And the email is brenda.gibson@gmail.com. It's in the description, I think, of every blasted one of my videos. And if you don't have my email address by now, there's something wrong with you. But you send an email, and the subject line of the email says Christmas giveaway. The body of the email will have your name and your address so that I know where to send it if I pick your name. When I get your name in the email, I will write it down on a slip of paper, and I will put it in the hat. I have a whole wall full of hats over here. I'm sure I can find one.
So it's a Christmas and 100th episode giveaway.
Yeah, it's a Christmas 100th episode giveaway because it's in time for Christmas in December. And so what we're going to do is put the names in the hat, and on the live show on December the 3rd, I will pick a name out of the hat, and that's who will get the box. Now, I'm not going to tell you what's in the box.
What's in the box?
The box has a lot of stuff in it. Now, the front of the box could be deceiving because it says that it's an LED security floodlight, but that's the box that the floodlight came in for my garage.
Okay.
So that is not what's in the box.
All right.
All right. But the box has a bunch of stuff in it now, and I keep adding to the box. I might have to get a bigger box by the time we get to the 3rd.
Gotcha.
All right. So that's what we got. We're going to give that away on the 3rd of December, and I'll turn the video loose on it later tonight that'll tell everybody how to enter it.
Very good.
And I know there's a lot of people, that miss the show, or they come and they watch it in the replay and all that sort of thing. So I thought I'd just do a separate video just for that so that people would know how to enter the giveaway.
Mark's speculating that Tony found a bunch of stuff up in the rafters, and that's what's in the box.
That could be. It could be good stuff. It could be bad stuff. You never know what I'm able to put in the box.
Wow.
I do know there's some probably questionable stuff in the box right now.
Well, I would be worried if there wasn't questionable stuff in the box.
Now, I got some Happy Mail the other day.
Ooh. Okay.
You want to see what I got in my Happy Mail? Look at there.
Gee, look at those.
Look what I got in my Happy Mail.
All right. I like those.
I got 2 keychains there in the Happy Mail box.
Wow. Amazing.
So we got Happy Mail in the Happy Mail box.
I'm glad they made it to you.
Now, if there's anything you want to add to the box, if you got anything that you want to send it over here so I get it in the box in time for the giveaway.
We've got a couple weeks. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. On December the 4th, I will be mailing out the box. So
gotcha.
We draw on the 3rd. It'll go out on the 4th. I want them to get it in time for Christmas. But they already had a thing come up on the web a while ago about Amazon saying that if you're going to order for Christmas, you better do it early. They're expecting, it was like 10 boxes per person to be ordered from Amazon between now and Christmas.
Yeah.
And I said, you better get your orders in early because they do some of their own delivery, but they also have other carriers that deliver for them. They can't guarantee that stuff's going to be there in time if you don't get your orders in. So,
okay. Arlene's here and Artfully Blind with Diana. Hello, hello.
Good to see both of you.
And I think we've already said hi to AJ. Yep. Hi, AJ.
Arlene says if Brenda prepared the box, there definitely could be questionable stuff in it. You just never know what I'm liable to do.
Well, do you want to hear why I was almost late?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
Let's hear your version.
Now, you'd be proud of me because I was kicking butt and taking names just like BrendaG would out in the wild. So there's a chain bar around here, wing and sports bar, Arugas is what it's called. I don't know how far across the country they are, but I had a rewards system, where they track what you spend and you can get, 10% off or a free t-shirt and blah, blah, blah. And it was kind of clunky. It was just attached to your phone number. And I guess they wanted to be a big boy and upgrade it. And so now it's like a brand new system. So I get the email. It's a brand new system. Click this email or click this button and configure your account and we'll set you all up. And I did. And to my surprise, all these points fell into my account. I don't know where they came from. And it was 50,000 points. I'm like, oh, it's probably like airline miles. I'll probably get like one appetizer for that. And I looked around and it was the value of it is about 18 entrees for free.
Wow.
And I was like, cool. And they had this special thing. You can only order like 1 out of 25 different items on the menu. And that's what you can order. And you can pay down your points. I'm like, all right. So I put 4 entrees on there because it's Thursday. We get paid every 2 weeks in the Haas house. And this is the last day of the pay cycle. Money's low. I'm figuring might as well capitalize on this good fortune, whether I deserved it or not. I don't know. So I order this stuff and it says add to cart. And I add it to cart. And then it says order. And I hit order. And that's it. No order number. It debited my points. It didn't say what store I wanted it to go to. It didn't let me pick the sauces because I got wings and I wanted to get ribs. And there's like 4 different kinds of ribs and 40 different kinds of sausage. And that's it. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to call the restaurant because I thought I put in my default restaurant. I called and no, we don't see the order. He says, what's your order number? And it says order number. It says order # like order number, and it says web, WEB. Like it's not like 100900. It's not like some. I'm like, where did it go? And they start calling all other stores. They're like, well, there's a Matthew D over in Mechanicsburg. I'm like, well, D's my middle name. I think. No, it's not. So I'm like, we're gonna call you back. I'm like, whatever. So. This was around 5 o'clock. Plenty of time for mind equals blown at 7.
Yeah, right.
And so I'm like, forget it. So about 40 minutes to the show start, they call back and they're like, oh, yeah, we don't know what happened. Well, can you put the 6,000 points back in my account? And they're like, oh, wait, I think we see it. Oh, yeah, it just did something where like you have to take it into the store. And then I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? This is the dumbest thing. Now they have an app and it looks like it's more sophisticated on the app, but I did it on the web. I'm a web developer. This was the stupidest process whatsoever. So they're like, all right, it's ready. And I'm like, all right, now I got to go pick it up. Whatever. The dumbest thing. You go to order, you pick what you want. It's in the cart. You say order and done. It's done. Like it doesn't say like what sides do you want? It doesn't say what store. It doesn't tell you anything. And I even got a receipt like in the in email like a half hour later. Just nothing. Like no links on it. No order numbers.
Holy crap. So did you get your food?
Yeah, we got the food.
You didn't get to eat.
No, well, I had made dinner since I was so pissed off. I'm like, well, we're not going out today. Because I mean, it's like money's low and we're like, and this was going to be the way we kind of squeak by into the next pace.
Yeah.
So anyway. The dumbest thing.
Well, now, so this gives you the opportunity. Look at this as a blessing because this gives you the opportunity now to get in touch with corporate or whoever the powers that be are and say, look, here's what happened. Here's how I can make this better for you.
I know. Like I can write JavaScript. Like I
for this nominal fee.
Yeah.
I can make your life so much better. You know, so this is a blessing.
Arlene says, did they give special sauce? They do make their own blue cheese on site, though, and it is banging.
We've had a few people come in the chat here. We had Jim
Bashir's
and Jim Dockrell and AJ and Corkboard TV. That's Scott. I'm glad to have him out there. And we got AJ. Chris Nealon in the house.
Hi, Chris. AJ's been here for a while, but we'll say hi to you again.
My question is, how many likes did you put on this show?
Bless your heart.
Well, let me flip over to my other account. I may have hit it on the other account. Give me 1 second. Switch account.
Y'all saw that coming, didn't you?
What would you rather? Nope, I didn't do it on the other account either. I failed twice. But would you rather me have likes and be late as a co-host or be on time with 0 likes?
I want you to be on time, and I want the likes in there like they're supposed to be. I'm not asking for option. Much. It's once a week.
You're making your own options. You had 2 to pick from. You made your 3rd option.
It's beautiful in my perfect world. That's all I can tell you.
Jim Bashir says Matt will just DDoS the site. Dave Hart's here. Hi, Dave. Hey, and Portal Woodworks. Hi, Portal.
Good to have y'all with us this evening. We'll be doing a giveaway here in a little bit, so make sure that you share. Did I mention share?
I'm glad you said it so many times because
you forgot it the first several.
Yeah. It was just that last one that hooked me.
The last one got you.
Yep.
I'll be putting up a heifer later this evening too. Heifer Haven.
Nice.
I put one up last week after the show. I was going to try to get one up over the weekend, but it didn't pan out. But
Brenda,
I'm putting it up tonight.
This weekend, I'm going to make a video on all things YouTube, and I think you're especially going to like it.
Okay.
Because the topic is going to be how effed up Twitch is. Like the whole theme's going to be, you think you got it bad on YouTube. Like when they change this interface item from the bottom left and they put it in the sidebar and Brenda flips her shit. That ain't nothing compared to what Twitch is doing. Twitch is a dumpster fire, and I'm going to break it all down. So maybe after you watch this video that I'm going to make, you'll feel a little bit better about being on YouTube. Maybe.
Last night lays on my last nerve.
Lord.
That glitch thing that they went through last night where you couldn't get videos to play. All you got was buffer or black screen.
Let's ask the chat room. Yesterday evening, did YouTube buffer for you? Do you have problems on YouTube? Just yes or no in the chat.
According to the map that they show, it was the Midwest basically was blasted. It was sporadic through the rest of the United States, but the Midwest was non-existent. We'd just been blown off the map. Yep. So there's yes, errors.
4 yeses in a row. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And it went on for over an hour.
YouTube broke. #blame Berkey. Andy Berkey.
I don't know who broke it, but Lord have mercy. I tell you what, I was fit to be tied. I had stuff I need to do.
Ooh, Harneal said it was worldwide. Maybe it was more severe in some areas.
Yeah, I looked at their map. I'm just going by what their map said for their outages were. Yeah. Diana said it supposedly went down worldwide. And Dave's in Pennsylvania. He said, yeah, he was out. I'm in Indiana. It was out for me. And over on Facebook, it was just message after message of people popping up there in the news feed saying, who else is having trouble with YouTube? Who else is having trouble with YouTube? Yep.
I popped over to Netflix for a little bit and I figured I'd go back and check. I just want to watch Philip DeFranco.
I gave up and watched TV. If that tells you how desperate I was, I turned the TV on. First time it's been on in over a month.
Look at Dave Hart's comment. He's got it down.
Well, I made the mistake this morning of telling Matt that the gal that runs 23andMe, her name is Ann. She's Susan's sister. That got Matt all hot and bothered. And he's thinking, now he has a chance at both of them.
The wheels are turning. I was like, ooh, how can I spin this to my favor?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Corkboard's thanking me for sending the winnings. He won a giveaway here a while back. It was a little play set that he wanted it sent over to his son's house. He's thanking me for doing that. So you're welcome. I'm glad I could get it to him.
Mark Lindsay's talking about a potential topic for a future All Things YouTube. He wants to be a case study for the importance of closed captions. And he's up 20% because he puts closed captions on his videos.
I don't put closed captions on mine.
A lot of people don't, but they should. If you want to succeed on YouTube. Now, I know you play by your own rules.
Here we go again. Brenda's a hobbyist. Lord, he labeled me the other day being a hobbyist on one of his posts. And oh my gosh.
I didn't label you a hobbyist. I just
danced to a different drummer is all.
I said people with a certain type of microphone always have the same issue. Always.
You said that anybody that didn't have a fancy microphone like you did was nothing but a hobbyist, is what you said on your post. It's exactly what you said.
I said it separates the professionals from the hobbyists. Because on a USB microphone, if you scream really loud, nothing stops the levels from going all the way up.
Maybe I want them to go all the way up. That's the way you get people's attention.
I know. My phone, I can scream as loud as I want, and it will never hit the red because it has a special feature.
And you'll never get them woke up that way.
Actually, it's not the microphone, it's the mixer that does that, but you get it.
You'll just never get them woke up that way.
Well, maybe I should take that feature off.
So sometimes you got to wake people up.
Glad I was fast enough for that one. Someone said something to me out there in the chat. Let me see what it says.
Hey, Matt, do YouTube pick up the CC or do you have to put them in?
Oh, I put CCs in my video for a while. They figured they'd talk. Wait, what? What's the question?
Corkboard wants to know if you have to put the closed captioning in or if they do it for you.
All videos get automatically closed captioned. However, the tip is to either correct what they've given you or put in your own.
There ain't enough hours in the day.
It's still recommended best practice because that will tell YouTube that you've touched it, and it will consider it will consider the closed captions.
Susan and her flying monkeys do not talk redneck. They cannot interpret it.
They can't. Guess they can't. They need to put that in as a language, English, French, redneck, Klingon.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anti-cowbell mic. That's right. See, mine is an anti-cowbell peeking into the red mic.
Yeah. We can't have that.
I know.
Yeah, Jim Dockrell says some of YouTube's own captions can be pretty funny.
Did you know YouTube started swapping out swear words in the captions with bracketed, redacted?
Oh, geez.
I refuse to censor myself, Matt. LOL, says Corkboard. I don't recommend anyone censor themselves. I let the expletives fly. They come out of my mouth like poetry.
Jim Dockrell says, closed captioning does not cover the subtitles of sarcasm.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Well, it's about time for us to do a giveaway. I have 4 random items sitting over here beside me. For anybody that doesn't know how we do this, I will explain it to you. Do not put any numbers in the chat until I say go. I have a number written down on a piece of paper over here that has been hermetically sealed in a mason jar on Funkin' Wagnall's porch since 8 o'clock this morning. That number is written out in text. The number is between 51 and 59. You only get one guess. If you want to try for the bonus, you put your number in that you think that I have posted on this piece of paper, and you put a slash mark. Then you put a number that you think is the number of capital letters that I put in this word on this piece of paper. If you get that number correct, you get the prize and you get the bonus.
Only guess once.
Only guess once. And after we figure out who the winner is, I'll show you what the prizes are, and you can pick what you want out of them.
And viewers outside the lower 48 states, you can pay the shipping or transfer the winning to someone else in the chat.
That is correct.
All right.
All right. The number
51
is,
through 59. Say go when you're ready.
go.
77 is higher than 59, Jim Bashirs. Try again. All right, here we go. See, now, when you're playing this game, do you go first and hope not to get a duplicate, or do you wait and try to get a unique one, but then you've had several people go before you? Like, what's the best strategy?
We don't have a winner yet.
We got a lot of people watching. Oh, only guess once this
We got
turn.
a winner.
Okay.
We got a winner. Dave Hart with number 52. And I'll let Matt tell you how many capital letters do I have.
Looks like 2.
There's 2 capital letters.
He said 6, but...
So he did not get the bonus, but now he gets to pick his prize. I have 4 items up here. The first item is a real pretty little tin that has the nativity on it.
Aww.
It's a little tin box, decorated on the sides and everything. So I got that little Christmas tin. I have a multifunction Christmas light set. So if you need some Christmas lights, I've got that.
Jim Bashirs wants to know if the tin is full of cookies.
Nope, but it could be. I baked cookies today.
Ooh. I'll be right over.
And I've got, if you got little kids in the family, I'd say under 5.
What is that?
This is so cute. This is a little crocodile that plays music and runs across the floor.
No way.
And it's got several tunes that it plays. And I think it takes 3 AA batteries that you have to put in it. But yeah, the thing skitters across the floor for the kids to chase, and it plays little tunes and stuff. So I've got that. And I've got the drum pad. If you want to learn how to play the drums, padded on both sides, the drum pad. You'll need your own sticks and stuff, but I've got brand new drum pads. So those are the 4 items up for grabs this evening. Dave, which one of those would you like? Oh, does it bite the crocodile? No, I don't think it bites.
That's a cute little crocodile.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you got little kids in the family that make a cute Christmas present.
Can you hold up the box with the nativity scene one more time, please?
The little tin?
Yeah, because this is what my mother used to say all the time. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. when she was at her wit's end, that's what she would say.
There they are.
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph.
There's the back of it.
Oh, the wise men. Yeah.
So it's decorated all the way around. It's a cute little box.
I bet the wise man that had gold was like, oh, I way overpaid on this gift. Frankincense and myrrh. One of those like 25 cents a pound.
Dave says he wants the drum pad. Dave, send me over your address. I think you got me there on Facebook. Send it on Messenger or something so that I have your address, and I will get that all wrapped up and ready to send out to you in the morning.
Mark says that's an old Irish semi-curse. What, saying Jesus, Mary, and Joseph? Like she would say it literally, like she was really asking for help from Jesus, Mary. No, I'm not kidding. Like she wasn't doing it out to be like harsh or, vulgar. She was doing it because she really wanted help.
But say then if you're from further south, you're like, Lord have mercy, help me through this day. Stop me from killing this child. Please don't let me kill him.
Well, it looks like several people were eyeing up the drum pad in the audience, but hey, this is when you have random games with a chance.
That's right. You just never know. Say it in an Irish brogue. I can't do the Irish brogue. My mother could.
Irish what, bruh?
Irish brogue.
What was that?
It's like an Irish accent.
Oh, why don't you just say accent?
Well, because it's called the Irish brogue.
I never heard that before.
I've got Irish on my mother's side of the family.
BROGUE is the correct spelling, Mark. Correct.
Irish brogue. Sure and beglora. That's awful.
The luck of the Irish.
Yep. Yeah, you got to be able to roll the R's and stuff. I can't do that.
All I know is if you try and do Scottish, it's like Irish, but you always yell. Scottish people are always very angry. I'm from Scotland.
Arlene said, Lord, please give me strength not to choke my neighbor. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have been in the Thanksgiving spirit all week. I've just been giving the bird to everybody.
You get the bird. You get the bird. Everybody gets the bird.
The bird's the word.
Oh, we got a new viewer there. E.A. Turl. And some other words I can't pronounce because they have funny umlets and things over them.
We're glad to have you with us.
Dave Hart, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you. Bless your heart.
Should I walk out of the room?
In a good way.
I can't turn on the lights. Do you want the lights on? I'll have to get my phone.
We'll pretend they're on.
Darn it.
Bless your heart. I tell you what. That calls for more cowbell right there. I tell you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. For anybody that doesn't know, all of the donations that come in here on Super Chat to the channel, that all goes toward postage on mailing out the prizes that I give away here on the channel.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Very much appreciated.
No lights necessary. Okay. Thank you.
Mark says, I give some folks my pinky, then tell they got the tail feather because they don't deserve the whole bird.
Mark, yeah.
Oh, Dave says put it toward that expensive mic. Oh man, I've got an expensive mic sitting here, but it's not of the caliber of the mighty Haas house over there.
A lot of people have XLR microphones. Come on now.
This is a Rode Podcaster that I've got, and I think it sounds just wonderful. But
the USB mics do sound wonderful. It's just if you scream, it'll hit the red line.
Well, I want to hit the red line.
You've already said that. Look at Artfully Blind with Diana. She's like, what? Scottish people are known to be angry? Question mark? Matt is a mic snob. Yeah.
You're a mic snob. That's what it is.
Matt is being neglectant of his duties, says Portal Wood. Negligent of my duties? Yep. I am? How am I being negligent of my duties?
They're not angry. They're passionate.
Funny stuff. Funny stuff. Anyone have any interesting facts that will blow our minds? Put it in the chat. That's what we're here for.
You're negligent of your duties because you didn't have your phone there to be able to turn the lights on. You're just slacking tonight. That's all there is.
Right. I did.
That's all about. You just a slacker.
Well, I could have came in late and had my phone, or be on time without the phone. So
it could have been late, and I could have told people stories about you, but
I don't want that. Don't want that. I haven't lived through the last lie you told.
Well, somebody's got to make you famous. It's my job.
Self-appointed job.
Yep. I told you about that kid that was in our amateur radio club that got grounded, and I told everybody that he wrote a paper for his science project, and that's what got him grounded. And it was supposed to be on the cosmos, and he picked out a topic that was called the history of black holes, but the magazine that he got the article from was Proctology Today. And everybody thought it was a true story. He was going nuts. I didn't do that. I didn't. I said, shut up, kid. I just made you famous.
Yeah. Portal says, LOL, Matt has excuses. I mean, hey.
Arlene's got a fact for us. A study was conducted that showed customers in a bookstore were 3.48 times more likely to pursue romantic books if the store smelt of chocolate, and 5.93 times more likely to buy them.
Wow.
How about that?
The romance books fly off the shelves if it's a chocolatey smell. That's cool.
And then AJ says the Goodyear blimp is the official bird of Redondo Beach, California.
How'd they do that? They probably picked birds like, no, that one's taken by Pennsylvania. Nope, that one's taken by Ohio. Okay, fine, it's the blimp. I'm going home.
Jim Bashir says Nigerians drink more Guinness than the Irish.
Wow, Nigerians, eh? Cool. Portal says we still like you. That's good. He says, Matt, we still like you. That's good.
Well, he's speaking for himself. Oh.
Of course, you've approved.
I don't know that I'm going to read that, but okay. Bless your heart, Jim. We have missed you.
Chris Nealon says, I still use a Blue Yeti microphone. Good enough for me. I'm telling you, the mics are high quality. Those USB mics are all high quality. Never said they weren't.
Maryland state bird is the Oriole.
Okay. Halloween started in Ireland, says Jim Bashir's. What?
That's interesting. I did not know that.
No, neither did I. Thought that was a, early American type thing.
Yeah, I saw that picture on Facebook, AJ. He says a woman who lost her wedding ring found it 16 years later on a carrot in her garden.
Amazing.
I saw a picture of that.
My father lost a ring that he wore all his life. He lost it. He's just beside himself. And his father gave it to him. It was, anyway. It wasn't a wedding band, but it was a ring that he always wore.
Mark Lindsay says, sure, you say that now. You move up the flipping Arctic Circle, Jim. Yeah, he's up there trying to make Christmas elves, what he's trying to do. He's running the elves competition with the workshop and everything. Arlene says, you are 3 times more likely to get a virus on your computer from a religious website than from a porn website.
What? Is that because religious websites are usually put together by people who don't know how to build websites and they're infected?
I don't know.
I would like more information on that, please.
And Jim Bashir says headlines from Irish weddings usually start with "among the injured are."
That's a good one. That's a good one. The Fighting Irish.
Dave Hart says he found a high school ring with a metal detector and returned it to the owner. It was lost for 13 years.
Oh, cool. Cool.
I ran into a guy that I had dated when I was a teenager, and we broke up. And I guess he wanted to make back up with me. I'd run into him after I was engaged, and he got so mad that I was engaged to this other fella that he told me that he threw his class ring out into the cornfield. So I guess it's still out there, buried someplace in the cornfield, been plowed under. I don't know,
That's an odd thing to do as a result of learning that news. But hey, Washington County News Station, Utah, $1.99 super chat.
Well, thank you very much. Bless your heart. Thank you for coming. Glad you're here. For anybody that's not familiar, all the money that is taken in on super chats goes toward the postage to send out the giveaways each week on the show. So I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Glad to have you joining us. We're a crazy bunch over here. You never know what we're going to say or do next, and we love to rib each other and have a good time. We do interesting facts here on the channel, and we like for them to be true, but they're not always true.
Well, when Jim Dockrell gives facts, it's sometimes it has a higher percentage of not being true. We love you, Jim. We love you.
He says he finally got the laundry room done. And there's a fact that says plumber from Latin pumice, which translates to you need another adapter.
Imagine plumbing is plagued with that problem. Yeah.
That's one thing that I have not had an issue with here in the house much. I had to fix the pipes under the sink came loose once. I had to fix that. But I mean, plumbing as a rule has not been an issue. Electric, on the other hand, that's been a problem.
I figured something out with plumbing, and it has saved me hundreds of dollars.
You call a plumber?
No. I used to get the super premium toilet paper, like the fluffiest thing, like the highest end. Well, the thing is, it wouldn't break down. Right. Like it would still, like if you put it in like a sink full of water, you just put one square in there, come back an hour, it's still a square. I switched to a different brand, which is mostly as soft, and it will disintegrate. Now I would call plumbers twice a year to come punch out a clog, and it was just toilet paper it didn't have enough, I guess, pitch to sometimes make it down into the basement or on the second floor. Anyway, switch toilet paper, haven't called the plumber since.
There you go. Well, a friend of mine is married to a plumber out in Arizona, and she said that one of the main things that they get called out on all the time is people trying to flush paper towels down their toilet.
Yeah.
She says, don't ever do that. She says that's the number one way to get your toilet clogged up.
Tissues also won't break down. Like if you blow your nose and put 12 tissues in the toilet, you might get clogged up. Yeah. Okay, here's an interesting fact that might blow your mind. Millionaires, the profession that is most likely leading to being a millionaire, plumbers and electricians.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I would have thought real estate.
Well, there are a couple others, but it's up there, like top 5. Yeah. Accountants is another one because obviously they're good with money, and that just kind of lends into it, and a few other professions. But no, seriously, the trades, people bash the trades. I'm like, no way. You got out of high school, you train for a year and a half, you get certified, and you start your own business. You can start raking it in.
AJ said that wet wipes are his cousin's number one call for clogs. So, yeah. People putting stuff down the toilet shouldn't be put down the toilet.
Yeah, we had the plumber come and unplug punch out the drain, and in the downstairs toilet, a wet wipe came out of the toilet. I was like, and that's fabric. Like, it's not paper. It's I'm like, why does that even exist? That should not exist as a product. I'm at a loss. Yeah. So anyway.
Dave Hart said, I thought it was YouTube professional.
No.
Not unless you're Susan.
When you're a professional YouTuber, it's heartbreak and excessive hours. And
now there are some. I mean, there's exceptions to the rule. There are some that do make some excellent money. I am constantly amazed by some of the things. I won't mention the name of the channel. All right. But I will say this. This guy has only had the channel up and running since spring. He's got well over 100,000 subscribers on his channel.
Oh, there's some stupid stuff that's just taken off.
He does the news. He talks about stimulus packages and all this. He does about 6 to 8 shows a day. They're only maybe 10 to 16 minutes long.
Yeah. I see a lot of those. Sure.
He has a following you would not believe. Thousands of people come to every show. When he does a live stream, he'll do 2 or 3 live streams a day, and people just flock to it. It's amazing.
Yeah. Anything breaking news is very popular. The only problem is 3 days after you publish it, it's irrelevant. So you got to keep pumping. You got to keep 5, 6 videos a day.
Right.
But there's channels where someone built a wood contraption in their backyard that you pull a lever and one of 3 hammers will come down. You don't know which one. And he'll put like 2 inexpensive items and an iPad. And he'll say, I'm gonna throw, which one do you think it's gonna be, A, B, or C? People are on the live stream and he throws the hammer and then, this one's the iPad and the hammer smashes it. And then like, that's the whole channel. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. The hydraulic press channel, a guy has a hydraulic press. He puts stuff in the hydraulic press and squishes it. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Yeah. I just found this out because I was watching another YouTuber. He mentioned male. So men doing ASMR. It's boyfriend ASMR. Hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Just the dumbest stuff.
AJ wants to know who's the top grossing tuber.
Well, it was PewDiePie until T-Series beat him out. But T-Series is a company, and so the most successful single person YouTuber is PewDiePie.
Now that is just talking about what they get from YouTube.
That's true, because ad revenue should be a very small portion of your take. If you're doing YouTube right, you've got brand deals, you've got merch, you've got super chats, super stickers, you've got Patreon, you've got a lot of irons in the fire. And there's channels with 10,000 subscribers and they're killing it with revenue because they're not banking on the ad.
I would have to say, now this is merely a guess, but I would have to say that it's probably Matt Character that does Off the Ranch, Vet Ranch, and Demolition Ranch, because he's got all these brand deals on the side and sponsors, and he's raking in some serious cash with the stuff he does, and he publicizes his bunker branding because he does all kinds of T-shirts for other tubers and all that, and people buy all this merch from him. And his wife just started her own business with all kinds of exercise wear, and
Yeah, there's ways to do it, and I'm trying. Like I built an online course. I built my Be Awesome on YouTube course. Check it out. You can get it here, and 32 lessons are free. So if you want the secrets to YouTube, I've got 32 of them for free. If you go to allthingsyoutube.com, and I'm trying.
Now, most of those though are not anything that I would ever do.
It's not how to be it's not how Brenda should be successful on YouTube. It's how non-Brendas.
That's right.
Non-Brenda Gibsons should be successful on YouTube, because you do your own.
I do my own thing.
I don't post a heifer haven until I get 50 likes. It could be a day or 4 weeks. It's got to get like, that's not a protocol you should follow. But that's what you do. That's
right. Now, and that's not likes, that's views.
Oh, 50 views.
It has to get at least 50 views, because if they're not going to watch it, why keep doing it?
That's not the right. That's not the right.
Because if they're not going to watch that, I'll come up with something else and they'll watch that.
You're grouping everyone into they. An audience is a diverse group of people. Some just pop in, some are diehard fans, and everything in between. Oh, they. If they aren't going to do it,
they're not going to watch it, then why do that? Do something else. Let's we'll come up with something that they'll want to watch.
Oh, Lord, don't. All right, you should come. You should come out with a be successful on YouTube the BrendaG way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You should teach your methods to see if someone can follow in your footsteps. I can't even say it with the.
I don't think anybody'd be brave enough. I mean, you got to have the ball azzles, to be able to do what I do.
Well, see, you're telling people to be like Brenda.
That's right. Brenda's crafty, be like Brenda, but say they don't have the ball azzles for it.
It should say, Brenda's crafty, be like Brenda, but don't be like Brenda's YouTube etiquette. I need to append the slogan.
Oh, yeah. AJ's got it. The world according to Brenda. Right there. Put it in a nutshell.
I'm like, Brenda, you should take the cowbell and move it away from the mic so it doesn't redline. No, I want it to redline.
Red lines are good. We love red lines.
I have given Brenda consulting for free, and if she wants to do what I say, she does it. If she doesn't want to do what I say, she doesn't do it.
I listen to the inner voice. I get at peace with myself. And I listen to the inner voice. And Matt will say, you should do such and such. And the inner voice is screaming, no!
How to be success in Brenda land, says Arlene.
Exactly. Go hard or go home. And Corkboard's saying Brenda should not hit the bell at all.
And then we wouldn't have mind equals blown then.
Yeah, this is coming from a guy that wears a chicken hat on his head. And if I could get to that chicken, I would put it in a pot. What I would. I've told him, I said, boy, Charlie would taste good with some noodles. I'll tell you.
Portal's got to go. Bye, Portal.
Bye, Portal. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here.
NDT show is here. He says, howdy. Hello.
Diane says she's got the ball azzles and the loud voice. There you go. Oh, yeah. I put Charlie in a pot and cook him with some noodles or dumplings or something, buddy. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Arlene says a chicken hat. How funny. Yep. Hey, wear that chicken hat on his head. Uh-huh.
Hey, everyone's got to have a gimmick.
That's right. I've got to have something going on. You never know. I mean, you don't know what people are going to watch. But generally speaking, the more bizarre it is, the more they're going to want to watch it.
Yeah, sure.
That's just how it is. So, you just come up with something different that somebody else ain't done.
That's why you watch Maury Povich. You want to see someone with a life that's far more messed up than you.
You think you're having a bad day, and you think your life is horrible, then you just turn on one of them Maury shows, or one of, there's a whole bunch of different ones that they play in the afternoon. You turn that on, and you'll be so grateful for the life that you had when you get done with that. We got a fact out there. Mark says, with a fortune of $336 billion, when adjusted for inflation, oil tycoon John D. Rockefeller is the wealthiest person in U.S. history.
They got a plaza named after him in New York, where the NBC building is, and the skating rink, and the Christmas tree.
Yeah, Arlene says people are trying to suppress Brenda's bell banging.
Yeah. Do you know what I used to do in Rockefeller Center when I was younger?
Striptease?
No.
Pole dancing?
I would buy counterfeit watches off the men with the briefcases.
Oh, yeah?
I loved them. I got all the knockoff watches. It was a lot of fun. Now, they were obviously knockoffs, but I got a couple Rolexes and a couple Tommy Hilfiger watches. And
did they fool anybody?
No, but I liked them. I bought several of them at several different times. Yeah, people with suitcases want to buy a watch. I'm like, yes, I do. I'll take that one.
See, it's not how many times you ask and they say no. It's how many times you ask and you get a yes.
You get a yes. That's right.
That's the old sales technique that I was taught.
All about that.
How many no's do you have to get until you get a yes?
I was similar story. I was selling raffle tickets at a ball game, and I was late, not surprisingly. And I was like, how many did we sell? We didn't sell any. They were for half an hour. They didn't sell any. I'm like, all right, give me the stack. I go out there and I start asking. First 6 people say no, and they start snickering at me. I'm like, just wait. Next thing I know, they're flying out the door. I sold so many raffle tickets. It was insane. They're like, wow, Matt, you really turned that around. I'm like, you should never doubt me. I sold a whole, and it was for charity too. So anyway.
Yeah. I was in real estate, and so I went through all kinds of sales training for real estate and all that. And they said, look, don't let the no's affect you, because how many no's do you have to take until you get a yes?
Yep.
And so when they say, nope, not interested, say, thank you very much. Go to the next one.
I don't let it bother me. And you know what? YouTubers should have that attitude also, because there's a lot of no's, for lack of a better word. Like you try something that doesn't work, that's like a no. So you try this, no, it doesn't work. Try this, no, it doesn't work. You're streaming, there's 3 people watching. You got to weather. Same attitude.
Okay, well, that didn't work. What else can we try? And just keep trying things until you find something that they like. Because you never know. I mean, every audience is different.
That's true. It's true. Artfully Blind says Jeff Bezos is the richest person in world history. Does he have 336 billion? That's a lot of money. Yeah. Let's do a Google search. How much money does? Oh, he only has 18.4 billion. Oh, I'm sorry, 184 billion. And Mark's was what? 336. No. Jeff Bezos has less billions than Rockefeller did. 184
but the year ain't over yet. Christmas is coming. He might get that this Christmas season, especially if there's a stimulus check that comes out.
Do you know how much a billion is? A billion is such an enormously large number. It's astronomical.
But they're proving that it's possible.
That's why, like when Jeff Bezos wants to buy a paper, he buys the entire newspaper company. It's like if Jeff Bezos wants to buy a pair of jeans, he buys Levi's. Like that's how much money. Exactly.
Not a pair. He buys the company.
Levi's Incorporated. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim Dockrell, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Yes, it is.
Jeff Bezos needs a super chat, Dave says.
Yeah, Mark Lindsay says, yes, it's 1,000 million. Sheesh. But I mean, just, of course, that's the answer. But like, can you comprehend?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like, I should have been born rich instead of so beautiful. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. Instead of so damn good looking.
All this beauty was wasted without all that money. If you have the money, hey, you can get anything you want. You can buy all the beauty that they'll sell you.
Money can't buy happiness. I'm like, try me.
Give me a shot at it.
Hookers and blow.
I don't think I'd go that route, but
Kidding. I'm kidding.
I've got plans, but I've always said that I make plans. God laughs. That's the way it works. Oh, really? Let's see how that works out for you.
Oh, come on, Brenda.
Mark says you can't have everything. Where would you keep it? Well, right now.
And no load mutual funds.
I think I have everything because there's not a corner of this house that's not filled up with something in the garage too. Oh. So Mark says, actually, that's a dumb joke. If you didn't have a place to keep it, you wouldn't have everything. There you go. Exactly. I'm surprised how many people are just giving up everything to go live in a vehicle. Or the YouTube is just covered up in all kinds of van builds and, but people just cashing it all in and building up a van to live in it.
I'll tell you what, though, if you are fortunate enough to make YouTube work for you, don't spend it in a frivolous way because YouTube can change like that.
That's right.
Audiences can change like that. The platform can change like that. You should play it very safe.
I've always said that the smartest thing that you can do if you able to get your hands on some extra money, the money that after your bills are paid, that you would have in savings, is to invest it in an asset. An asset is something that is going to increase in value or make you money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people just leave it lay around in a savings account someplace, and right now that's not worth,
Nope.
anything. That's not bringing you in any money. And you can put it there until you get enough accumulated that you can put it towards something that's going to make you money. But always put that money towards something that's going to make you money or increase in value.
That's the difference between super wealthy people is they only buy things that go up in value. Like they'll buy a luxury watch that'll be more 10 years later than it was when they bought it. They'll buy a piece of art that will go up in price. They even buy luxury cars that retain their value. Cars usually go down in value, but some cars, you'll always, anyway.
Oh, and the money they put into these vehicles that they're fixing up, I was listening to one guy the other night and he had bought a van and the retail on the van was 40. Okay. So $40K into the van. And then he put another 10 to 15K into the van with the custom cabinetry and all the heat stuff and the electrical stuff and the light bars and the solar panels and, all this stuff. And he says, but now that money that I put into the inside of the vehicle is not wasted because if the van wears out eventually, then I will just take that stuff and put it in another vehicle. Well, he might or might not, depending upon what vehicle he has and what'll fit.
You've got a plan B for some of the upgrades. I get it. That's smart.
So, that money is not wasted, but you're instead of a house that's going to appreciate in value, you're buying a vehicle that's going to depreciate in value just so that you can tool around the countryside and avoid having to pay property taxes every year. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because people that are wealthy, they don't act like you would think wealthy people would. Truly wealthy people, they go on vacation, no one knows about it. You know what I mean? It's like they're not doing it for the cred. Like it's a different mindset between like newly rich and like it just and they appreciate things like people in these like country clubs and stuff like that. They'll show their friends and they'll be loud and stuff like that, but the really rich people, yeah, they appreciate everything. Like a lot of people, horses are a thing with rich people, and some new rich people will show off, and then, but those that have money, they're there. They love the animals. They take care, they have stuff. They wear clothes that last, good quality belts that they only have to buy once. It's like after a while, you can just tell. You can tell if someone has their stuff together and they're super wealthy, but the average person would never know it. Anyway.
Mark Lindsay says, read the book, The Millionaire Next Door. That'll confirm your theory about rich folks, Matt.
That's what I'm saying. Plumbers and electricians are usually people with a single family home, have $1 million. I'm not talking they're deca-millionaires, but they're millionaire. Many of them are. Yeah. Not all of them. But statistically, it's easier to become, and you get it.
Muscle Car Appraisal's in the house. Hello. Good to see you. Glad you joined us.
Hello.
I like to watch my playlists over on my channel. Make some comments there on some of my playlists. He said today that he had to come over to my channel and watch Heifer Haven because he missed hearing my voice.
There you go. That's the power of YouTube. You can
and I thought when I read that, Lord have mercy, most people try to run and find a hole to crawl in and they hear my voice coming. But here you are, coming to my channel to hear my voice. Bless your heart.
When and if you want to hear Brenda's voice, you can do it on YouTube.
24/7. Hundreds of videos up.
Yeah.
You can hear me. You just put it on instant play, and you can just play them for days.
There you go. Hey, Jim Dockrell put a comment. It's scrolling up. I wanted to get to it. He says, it was just a year ago that Jeff Bezos proudly announced that he was going to raise wages for his employees to the point where they won't have to rely on food stamps. And that's true. I think it's $15 an hour minimum. And that was before it was mandated. He did that.
Hey, you know what? We've got some new people in the house, and we have not mentioned this, but if you go to the description of my live stream videos, you'll see that there are 2 links listed there. The first link that you go to is one where you put in the name of your channel and your channel's URL, and it's just been put there in the chat for you. And if you put your information there, it puts it over on the second link, which is the spreadsheet. And the reason for that is because YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, decided they're going to take the ability for us to go to each other's channels so that we can check out each other's channels and hit the red button and likes and comments and all that good stuff. So if you put your information on that spreadsheet, then other people can go to the spreadsheet and be able to find your channel. And I strongly suggest that you come back and you look at the spreadsheet every couple of weeks at least, and see who else is signed up on that. But I'd appreciate it if everybody would sign up there on the spreadsheet, and that makes it much easier for us to be able to find your channel and help you to get subscribers there to your channel and see your videos and see what you have to offer. YouTube's not making it easy for people to find things anymore on the platform. So we have to do what we can in order to be able to find each other. And that's the easiest way that I found to be able to do it. But there it is. It's just on my channel. It's not, publicly listed anyplace. But for the folks that come here to my channel, we all know about that spreadsheet. And so send other people over here too. And more people we get signed up on it, the better we're going to like it, the more it'll work out for us. So just mentioning that to you new folks that's come in the room. But You know, Matt, we've been going here for over an hour tonight, so I think it's probably about time for us to call it quits for this evening. I will remind everybody one more time, we're going to do a giveaway, a Christmas giveaway for our 100th show on December the 3rd. In order to be able to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is send me an email to brenda.gibson@gmail.com. My email is in the description, I think, of every video that I make. And be able to send that off with a subject line of Christmas giveaway. And in the body of it, put your name and your address so that I can put that into a hat and draw here on the live stream show that we have on December the 3rd. It's going to be a box of goodies, all kinds of cool stuff in this box. I'm not telling you what's in it. I want you to be surprised.
Can I give you a suggestion?
Sure.
Schedule the December 3rd video on YouTube so you have a placeholder for it.
I'll try.
That way people can hit set reminder and they'll get a reminder 2 weeks out. You know, they can set a reminder. You know, if you did it tomorrow, they would get how many weeks notice? 3 weeks notice till anyway.
I'll try.
Okay.
Sometimes that works and sometimes it don't for me. I think it just depends on what mood your girlfriend's in. So,
should I tell Susan to expect the show to be scheduled?
Tell Susan to get off my back.
She's been a little temperamental in the bedroom. It's been a little. We're going through a rough patch, her and I.
Well, it's going to get rougher if she finds out you're hitting on Ann. But I'm just saying.
Well, that's one way I think I can get Susan's attention is if I start messing around. If she starts getting a hint that I'm messing around with Ann, then she might reply to my text faster.
It's going to be a Peyton place is what it's going to be.
See, Dave gets it. That's not how Brenda YouTubes, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to stick with things that work for me, and that has not worked well in the past, but you know, I'll try to give it a shot and we'll see how it turns out. And then if it don't work out, I'll be knocking knots on your head and telling you, hey, I tried to tell you. But it'll give our audience something else to watch.
Oh no, Frankie's got a YouTube issue. The skip button before, you know, when the ad runs, the pre-roll, he says it's getting harder to hit the skip button.
Yeah.
Did they make it smaller?
Well, they play like a 6-second ad before, and then they'll play the thing, and they make the button tiny, and it's They try to make you watch the whole thing as hard as they can.
Just
on there.
If it means anything to you, if you go to Awesomewood Things, I have no unskippable ads. I do have the 6-second skippable ads, but I don't have the unskippable ads. So that might be a plus for some people.
So there, you heard it here first. So Dave, you sent me your address. I'll get this address out to you and sent out in the morning mail. And we thank everybody for coming. And we'll see you back here same time next Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And Matt will have his All Things YouTube show on Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So there you go. And thank y'all for coming. We will see you on the interwebs. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Internet.